In this video, I'm going to go over how to make more irregular shapes in processing using the beginShape command. So first, I just want to review certain shapes like lines have 4 numbers inside of them. And the first set of numbers is the first vertex position on the XY coordinate system. And the second set of numbers is the second point on that coordinate system. So this is going from a line, so it's forming a line between the point 100, 200 and the point 300, 300. And quads and triangles also work that way, so that if I was going to go write a quad function, I would need to write in a lot of numbers, and I could start at 100, 100, go to 200, 200, and then I could go to 300, 300, and then I could go, say, to 500, 100. And so this will give me, hopefully, a shape. And in this case, it gives me a triangle, actually, because I did a bunch of points that were directly in line with each other. And if I wanted to not do that, I could say 150 here. And so then we would see a little bend. And so this is a way to get a 4-cornered shape. However, to get more than 4 corners, you need to use a different function. You need to use what's called the beginShape function. And with this one, actually nothing goes in these parentheses. You start by writing beginShape, and the S does need to be capitalized. And then what I like to do is skip a line, then write end shape. And then within these 2 functions here, you write vertex coordinates. So each coordinate you write is going to name a point. So I'm going to start at 100, 100. Then I am going to get another vertex. And basically what this is going to let me do, I'm just going to copy some of these out. So I have 5 points. What this is going to let me do is it is going to let me have more complex shapes than quads. So I can have stars, I could have other stuff, and it might be helpful to look explicitly at the coordinate system to figure out your vertex points. But I'm going to go ahead and say I'm actually going to start at 300, 100. So I'm at 300 on the X and 100 on the Y. And then I'm going to go to 100 on the X and 200 on the Y. And then I'm going to go to 200 on the X and 300 on Y. And then I'm going to go down to 400, 400. And then I'm going to go over to 500 and come back up on the Y-axis to 200. And then I'm going to go to 600, 100. And then, oh sorry, we don't want anything in the end shape either. So I've already written 5 vertexes, so let's see what that looks like. And that's going to start to connect the dots. Now what I do need to do is I have so far 1 vertex, 2 vertex, 3 vertex, 4 vertex, 5 vertex. I do need to make the last vertex come back to 300, 100 to close off that shape. So I'm going to go ahead and write in 1 more vertex at 300, 100 to close off that shape. And so that's how you make a more complex shape. And if you wanted it to have a particular shape like a star, you'd have to be like, let's start at 400, 100, and then kind of map it out in points. And that might be helpful just to write the points down and then come back and put them into your beginShape function.